Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Nasdaq and SPX 500 price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. This is the intraday where we saw today in the live stream that we have to be very careful with one more high for Nasdaq and we might drop down, as this is exactly the signal that you would like to see here. Potentially we're dropping down, of course, for the next target, which it might be, of course, a testing area for another 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5. And of course, a double 1, 2 that it might be very bullish. But of course, here the possibility is much more for the bearish and that we might reach even the 1-to-1 fib level. This target has a higher possibility, of course, currently. And of course, but we don't pass any level without testing. So therefore, we're going to stop there or even be careful from the minimum target for a wave 2. Can be, of course, possible 0.38 and then moving towards the upside. Currently, we're dropping, of course, at least to the 0.38, and we'll see, of course, what's going to be the reaction over there. So basically, I would say that is continuation for the drop toward the downside. I'm expecting, of course, after failing this test here, to move directly to the 22K. If we, of course, move directly downward, therefore 1.618 might be your target. And if we test, we have a testing here and we fail it as well, of course, might be our target for a wave 3, then 4 and a 5. Don't forget that we are seeking after a very massive wave 2 here. After the wave 1 finished for Nasdaq as a 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5, we're looking for a wave 2 between the 0.38 fib time and the 0.38 fib level at least, which it might be in confluence in September time, where we might see, of course, a rate cut and we start to see, of course, something moving very impulsively toward the upside. Let's move to the SPX 500, which is almost the same scenario we saw today, of course, in the live stream. We mentioned be careful internally. This is almost done and finished. We move toward the downside, and this is exactly the signal where we got a 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5 toward the downside. Of course, the blue box is very, very likely to be hit as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, of course, it is a testing area, but it is already failed almost, I would say, not totally, but almost failed. Why? Because if we reach it as a finished impulse, therefore, definitely you're going to get 3 ways down and then continuation for lower. Therefore, the possibility even gets much more higher and higher, of course, for this 1-to-1 fib level. In a zigzag, in a flat, it doesn't matter. It can be even 1, 2, but we're going to test, of course, this level again around the 1-to-1 fib level, 6,187. Very interesting levels. The same for Nasdaq, the same for SPX. If we break it, we move directly to the 1.618, wave 3, then wave 4, then wave 5. And this might be a very long wave 4 for SPX on the daily here, where you have 1, 2, wave 3, wave 4, and then wave 5 later on. Now, I'm expecting 3 waves at least, of course, which it might be an impulse correction impulse, and then moving toward the upside for SPX. Yep, that was it, guys, for SPX and Nasdaq. Everything as per our expectations today in the live stream. The highest probability is playing still, and still, of course, has the potential for these targets, the next blue zone that we might see over there. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.